Hello everyone. Today we learn how to call Autolaunched Flow from Apex class. In the last session we have discussed how to embed screen flow in Visualforce page. Now today we will see how to invoke the Autolaunched Flow from the Apex class. My name is Shantanu Pal. Please subscribe my channel. My channel's name is Easy Coding with Shantanu. Tip for today: what is cloud computing? As you know, cloud computing is an on-demand computing services, rather you can say IT resources, over the internet with pay-as-you-go pricing model. So we can run a business from the cloud provider just like Amazon Web Services, Salesforce Cloud CRM, without owning, buying and maintaining data centers and servers. It is not a new technology. Today's agenda: how to invoke Autolaunched Flow from Apex class. Then we will directly jump to see the business use case. Then we will see about the demo. Then we will learn how to get the value of the flow output variable in the Apex class. At the last of the session, we will see, we will discuss about some questions. Let's go to the main topic. So how to invoke Autolaunched Flow from Apex class? Definitely we have to create an Autolaunched Flow for first. Step 2: write the following lines in the Apex method of the respective Apex class. So the convention is that first we need to write the flow dot interview dot then flow API name. So that flow API name we have to put after flow dot interview dot. Then we will declare the flow variable. Then is equal to new flow dot interview again dot flow API name. Then we have to put the parameters of the flow, basically the input parameters of the flow, which need to be sent from the respective Apex class. However, the flow params map, whatever I have written here, that is optional. Let's assume that you have an Autolaunched Flow, but you don't need to you don't need any input parameters. So at that point you don't need to send any parameters from the Apex class. And after that, the most important line is that you have to start the respective flow in the backend, right? So that's why we need to write flow variable dot start. So in the real example, if you see, this is the example we will discuss when we will see the demo. Now we will see what is the business use case. So here let's assume that business will enter the account number from contact to associate the contact record with the respective account. If the account association is not available into the contact record. However, system should handle the proper error handling mechanism if user enters wrong account number. So what we have learned, so business will enter the account number to associate the account record with that particular contact. If that account is already linked, at that point we don't need the functionality. Let's assume that if business will enter the wrong account number, system should throw the error as the account is not found, some kind of stuffs. So how will we accomplish this? Using the Autolaunched Flow calling from our Apex class. So I have segregated 4 steps here to accomplish this requirement. First, definitely we have to create the Autolaunched Flow. Second, we need to create the Apex class from where we will call the Autolaunched Flow. Third one, we have to create the Lightning Web component to enter the account number by the user for the association of the contact record. And the last and fourth one, we need to create quick action with the Lightning Web component and place this on the contact record. So those 4 steps we will perform in our demo. So here this is the session on the particular flow. So we will focus on the flow, but we will not focus how to build or how to create the Lightning Web component. Definitely we will show the code, but we will focus to flow and the Apex class. So first step, we need to create the auto-launched flow. So first, before going to start the demo, I will show the output, so you will be able to understand what we need to do or what we need to perform to accomplish the task. So let's say this is the contact record, okay, and if I'll go to the account and if I'll open any account record, you can see the account number is 58908. Let's assume that I am copying this account number. Now what business will do, business will click on the associate account and enter the account number 58908 and click on the associate account. Now here the message is that account is being associated successfully. Now when I click on OK, you can see the respective account is being already associated. So this is the task we have to accomplish. Now I will delete that thing from account name. Yeah. So first we need to create the auto launch flow. So how will you create the auto launch flow? Go to the setup, then search with flow, click on the flows, then click on the new flow. Here you will get the option called auto launch flow. Create. So I will select the auto layout. Now what I need to do, I need the respective contact record ID as well as I need the account number. Okay. So what I will do, I will create the variable first. So let's say var contact ID and this is the text, and obviously this is very important. To declare the input variable, I have to check the checkbox called available for input. Now I will create another variable called var account number. Text. It is also the input variable. So what I will do first, definitely I need the account record ID. So that record ID will be stamped in the contact account ID field. So I will take that the get records. So here I will give that the name as get account, and object should be the account. I will select the all conditions are met. So here the condition would be ID equals to definitely our input variable var account number. So basically var account number and var contact ID, those two variables we will send from our Apex class. The values we will send from our Apex class. Now let's assume that automatically store all fields. Okay. Our objective is that we have to update the contact record. Okay. So before that we need to see that that account is available or not, correct? So for that we can see, we can take the decision block here. So let's say check account existence. Here the outcome I can write that found account. Okay. Put that the all conditions are met. I can see that account from get account, and does not equal to null means that the account I have found. Default outcome, obviously the account is null, so I can rename that thing not found account. Okay. So if that is does not equal to null means already I have found the account, so this is the success. So there are two parts, one is the found account, another is the not found account. So we will put the update block here or DML statement here in the found account path. Okay. So now what I will do, we will select the update records. Here let us say update contact. Okay. Now what I will do, this is the contact. Okay. Now ID is contact ID. So I will get that the respective contact record. Now I have to update. Which field I will update? That account ID. By which value I have to update? Already I have taken the value from the get account ID. This is the way I have to update. Okay. So the not found account, this is. Then what we will do? We will, the best practice is that we can declare that the at fault path, that the exception will declare, but we will do later. Okay. So that's it. Now save this thing. Let's say I can name is that account association, because we are associating the respective account with respect to the contact record. Save it. Okay, fine. I can activate the flow. Now we will see, first we will see about the Lightning Web component. No, sorry. In that PowerPoint, we have to see first is the Autolaunched Flow we have done. Next is that the create Apex class. So what I will do, this is the Apex class. We will call this flow from the Apex class. Let's assume that in an Apex class we have the method called associate account, and contact ID and account number, those two values will be passed from our Lightning Web component. Those are the two parameters. Now how we will call that Autolaunched Flow from the Apex class? So first we have to declare the input parameters map, because we need the input parameter, or we have to send the input parameters to the respective flow. So what we will do, we need to declare, the map first. So basically string means is the flow variable API name we have to put, and object means the value of the flow variable. Okay. So what are the flow variable names here? First is that, let's assume that our flow variable name is that var contact ID and var account number. Okay. So I can put the thing var contact ID, then I need to put the value of this particular input variable, then contact ID. Okay. Then let's assume that I need to put the var account number. So This is also the input variable we have declared. And then account number. Okay. Now we have to send that input variables map to the flow. So what we have seen here in your presentations, if I'll go, this is the logic, correct? So what we'll do, we'll just copy and paste. So what is our flow API name? We have to find out, correct? So how will we find out? Let's refresh this screen. So you will get that the account association flow we have created. Just click on that view details and versions. So this is the flow API name you can get. Again, I need to go back to the Apex class. This is the account association, this is the account association, and this is the map, and this is the flow variable. We can change to let's say account association flow. That's it. That's, we need to just deploy it now. Okay. Now we will see the respective Lightning Web component. So we have created, because the next topic is that, I believe, Lightning Web component. So we have created one Lightning Web component called associate account, where we have taken that the input and we have created one button called associate account. So the input parameter would be the account number of the respective contact record, and the button name would be the associate account. Now if I'll go to the JS file, here too many things are currently I have written here, but for now I can copy these things and some of the portion I can delete here. So just give me a minute. Yeah, that's, I think it's fine. We can go ahead. So what we have done here, first definitely we have created one method called do account association. We have taken that the account number from the Lightning Web component using this.template.query selector, data field account number. The data field I have defined in that the HTML, and if the result not equal to success, I will come back to this point. Then just if everything is fine, then we are showing that the confirmation message. The thing is that this is a new feature Salesforce has published in this release, that is that the Lightning confirm alert box or Lightning confirm box. So we have used the latest feature. So we can see how it will work. Lightning confirm.open, the message I have put the hard coded now, but you can always use the custom label. The message is account is being associated successfully, theme is equal to success, because that operation, that message will be visible when that the account is being associated with the contact, and label is equal to confirmation. Now the next thing is very important. This is I will describe in another Lightning Web component session. This is the very interesting feature. How will you show that the latest value to the user without refreshing your Lightning page or without refreshing the page? That we can use that the UI adapter here and the update record method. So in the update record method, we have just if we click on the OK button on the confirmation box, at that point we are using that the refresh record view method, where we are passing that the respective record ID of the contact. So if you define at the rate API record ID, the record ID is nothing but the contact record ID. So in this way, we have declared all those stuffs. And to close the quick action automatically from the refresh record view, we have called the close quick action, and we are using that the disperse event new close action screen event, that is a standard method from Salesforce. So in this way, we have built the lightning web component. Here I am not detailing each line or each step because this session is for the flow, but definitely if you want, I can discuss about how to complete or how to write this lightning web component. Now we have created the Apex class, we have created the lightning web component. Now the next step is that I need to create the quick action. Okay. So the quick action, for that I need to go to object manager. So I need to go to the contact object. In the contact object, you will get that the buttons link action, and if you want to create quick action, you can. So already I have created one quick action called associate account. So if you open that associate account, you can see I have put the name as associate account, and I have taken the same lightning component called associate account. And after that, I have just placed this quick action into my contact layout. So if I go to the contact layout, I have placed the quick action called associate account in the Salesforce mobile and lightning experience actions of the page layout. Okay. Now let's see what happens. I'll refresh the page. Okay, before that, let's say this is the title. There is no account. No. This is the account number. Yes. Something is wrong, right? No issue. Refresh the page. And you can see there is no association of the respective account. Okay. Now let's correct the flow first. Let's check the flow first. So this is the Autolaunched Flow we have declared. Now the get account, if you open that, okay, that we have declared that the ID equals to var account number. This is actually wrong. So what we need to do that, we need to call that the account number. Okay. So this is the account number we have to check. Save as, save, activate. Now again I will do the same thing. Associate account. Okay, there is no message, no issue. I can refresh the page. We can see the account name Dream House Realty is being associated correctly. That means our flow and Apex class is correctly working. However, the alert box is coming as wrongly. Okay, we will see how to fix this or how to enhance this. So this is the way we can call the respective Autolaunched Flow from the Apex class. Now the next topic is that how to get the value of the output variable from flow into Apex class. So see, obviously we have created an first step is that create an Autolaunched Flow. Second step is that declare the variable as the output variable to get the value into the Apex class from flow, right? So that means we have to declare one variable in the flow. The nature of the variable should be that the output variable. Now in the line you can see the highlighted line, we are taking after initiation of the flow, we are taking the output value of the variable or value of the output variable, that the flow variable name dot get variable value, then flow output variable API name. This is the real time example. So here the account association flow we have declared, and we just call that the get variable value method, and we are passing that the respective output flow variable API name. That is very important. Now, how we will accomplish this thing in our demo? So first, we need to update the flow with output variable. Second, definitely we have to update the Apex class and the Lightning Web component. Let's see. So again, we need to go back to the respective flow. Okay. So here what we will do, first we will declare the output variable. So the output variable name is that error message. So data type would be text, and the available you can obviously we have to put that the or mark the available for output, because this is the output variable. Done. So let's assume that we will do one by one. Now get account, somewhere to fetch the account record, system got the exceptions. So we need to declare the add fault path here. So this is the fault path, this is the best practice. So I need to declare the assignment. Here I can write down that, let's assume that assign error message. Okay. Now the variable name would be the output variable as error message equals to flow has one global variable called flow dot, you can see the fault message. So flow dot fault message will return any exceptions if system got during this step. Now it's done. So this path we have completed. Now similar thing, during the DML operation, system can receive that the exception. So what we will do, for now we will just copy this thing, copy element, then paste copied elements. So here we can see that, let's say assign error message for updating account. Similar type of error message, right? Similar way, we need to do just error message equals to fault message. So this path also we have done, correct? Now the thing is that if the account is not available, let's assume that first we need to understand why do we need that the output variable here. If the account is not available, we will send the error message to the respective Apex class. This is not for only that the absence of the account, we can send the other details of DML exceptions or that the SQL exceptions we can send to the respective Apex class. Now in the not found account, also here we will declare that the assignment block. So here let's say account not found error message. Okay. Now in that variable I can see that error message account equals, I can write that account directly not found, but you can use the custom label as you wish. Account not found. Okay, done. So we have completed all the steps here, correct? Now save as. Save, activate. Okay, the flow part we have completed. Now we need to update the Apex class using this line. So I'll copy this line, or I can update this one. So let's say for our purpose I can write that message string dot flow, our flow variable name is that account association flow, and the flow output variable API name is that error message, right, that we have just now declared. Here I can write down if message equal to null, then definitely return, let's assume that we are sending the hard coded value here, let's say success, okay. Otherwise always we will return any type of message. Got it, correct? Just I am saving this class now. So here what we have done, let's say during update operation system got the exceptions, correct? What I have mistake here, oh, that I need to write here because we are sending the variable. So if let's assume that system got the exceptions during DML operation when updating the contact record. So at that point definitely the message not equal to null, right? So that block will not be executed. That message will send to the Lightning Web component with the respective exception message. In the similar way, if the message is equal to null, that Apex class will send the respective information or the success message to the Lightning Web component. Now how I will catch this this value of the message in the Lightning Web component, I will see. So here in the imperative mechanism I can get all the values in the result, right, correct, right? The associate account is the method of the Apex, the associate account is the method of the respective Apex class by which I am calling the the Apex method with respect to those parameters, contact ID, this is this record ID, and the account number, this is the account number I have sent. And if the result not equal to success, that means something is wrong. So we are calling that the alert notification service, where again we are using the Salesforce latest feature to show the alert message, Lightning alert. We are passing the 3 parameters message where the original message will come, then theme equals to error and label equals to alert to identify the alert box. If the message, if the result is equal to success, then we are throwing that the confirmation box here, okay. And after that already I have discussed how I can get the latest value without refreshing the page. We can use that the UI adapter update record method, and obviously when user will click on that OK, we will close the quick action. Now let's see what happens now. So for now I can delete this account. Okay. Now click on associate account 58908. See, now the alert, the Lightning confirmation box is coming, account is being associated successfully, and that is being executed from this box, okay. Now when I will click OK, this acknowledgement will come, OK means if I will click on OK, then it will come as true, if I will click cancel, then it will come as false. So if it is true, then definitely I have to show that the latest result on the record, correct. So if, and obviously I have to close the quick action, this is the display event, new close action screen event. So I will click on OK and see that the account name is coming. Now for our error handling purpose, we can see the what is the purpose of the output variable now. Now I delete that the account name from the contact, then again let's associate account 1 2 3 4 5. See, this is coming from the flow, account not found. We have declared that the account not found in the flow, correct, in this section, account not found. So what happened when Apex class will call that the flow actually is being invoked from the Apex class, that the 1 2 3 4 5, this is the account number, there is no account. In the check account existence, this is in the false path, that the not found account. In that path, we are assigning the error message is equal to account not found, and this is the output variable. Now we are taking this output variable using this line, that the flow variable name dot get variable value, and this is the flow output variable API name, and we are returning that the respective result or respective error message to the Lightning Web Component. So this is the good thing to know. In this way, actually we can control the exceptions or the error stuffs in Lightning Web Component or in Apex class using the flow. Okay. Not only this one, you can get some record details also in the Apex class from the flow output variable. Okay. Now it's good to see that we will revert back all those changes. Let's say 58908, click on OK, that account name is being associated successfully. Okay. Now I will present the slide again. So that we have learned. The next thing, we will discuss some questionnaires. The first question is that, can we call screen flow from Apex class? Obviously it is no, we cannot call screen flow from Apex class because there is the user intervention, so that is not possible. Second, what is the procedure to send parameters into the flow from Apex class? First, we have to create a map with flow variable API name and the variable map string object flow params map equals to new map string object. So we have to declare the map with the flow input variable and the values, then we have to send the flow params map. And the last question is that, how to get the value of flow output variable in Apex class? This is that string flow variable, that is the flow variable API name, that should be, and then get variable value, we will use the standard method, and in that method we will pass the output variable, flow output variable API name. So we will get the respective value of the flow output variable in the Apex class. So this is the exercise. This is interesting, same use case I have written here, but the last line actually is being changed, provided the respective account number text field would be available in the contact record. That means without using quick action, you need to accomplish this thing using the flow. That means the clue is that we can use the trigger on the contact. So in the contact object, please create the account number field. So when user will enter any account number in the contact and user will save the record, at that point respective trigger will be invoked, and from the trigger handler we will call the respective flow. So please do this and please let me know if you have found any issue. That's it for today. You can reach in my social channel in LinkedIn, on Twitter. You can visit my website shantanu@online.com, as well as you can send me my email ID to shantanupal@gmail.com. And thank you all. Thanks for joining the session. Thank you. Bye.